Hey there, welcome back guys. This video, special thanks to Amber for sending us the GreenRex Rex-8 starter metal detector. That's right, if you're like me and just getting started into this hobby, well, we've got you covered because we're going to do the full unboxing and test this thing out. And what better place where people would actually lose their stuff in a baseball field. Metal detector won't detect this right here. Got lucky here with this one. It's not signed by anyone, and we're just at our local field in our park where we are. But as you can see, we've got more than the eye can see, and hopefully we'll find something. At least we tried. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's unbox this thing because we don't want to find baseballs. Got a lucky one there. I've always wanted to find one or even catch one. And see what's in store for you. It has memory mode, jewelry mode, all metal mode, search coil. It's IPX68, so you can be at the beach and do that thing that they do underwater. Who knows, maybe you'll find something and get lucky. So come. All right, so let's unbox this thing and see what's in store for you. Little manual, you can register it. It has a quick start guide, really straightforward. You want to charge it until it's green. Once it's green, you are good to go. You can scan now. There are ebooks on this. I'll leave a link in the description to other sites that can be useful. Metal detector Rex-8, little manual. After 10 minutes, it will shut off automatically. Here's our unit right here, which is great. You could peel it now or later after setup. So it comes with a little travel bag, a little shovel. Look at that. I'll just put this back in the box. Kind of neat, huh? So I guess you just have to hold it like that, but you have like a little end like that. You can just dig a little bit or dig deeper if you're at the beach. Also comes with headphones. Hear the beeps. Or maybe you have trouble hearing. Well, they've got you covered. It looks like it has your standard headphone jack, so you could probably use your own. And here we go. Look, this is the main piece right here. Again, it's waterproof, IPX rating of 68. This is a little charging cable right here. It's USB to USB-C. Just keep it handy, maybe keep it in a bag. And this piece right here. This is the main accessory so that we can use the unit. Kind of like telescoping. If we push this, looks like if we, figure out a length that works right for you, you can turn this and extend it more. Put it down, lock. Kind of neat. For me, I probably want the longest since I'm taller. And, we'll show you how it adjusts a little bit more when we, oh look, it looks like it goes even further because this looks like, look at that. And you have numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, case scenario. And maybe not lock it just yet because we need to put the detector on. This looks like it goes here. There we go. And these little grooves on the side so that you can put it at any particular angle that you want. Right now we're just assembling it. Oh wow, look at that, almost there. And then we have a little tie thingy over here. And now this clips in and then we turn it. And then here, let's see what happens when we turn it on. Look at that. It beeps when you turn it on. Okay, you have AM, and then you have here, you can probably single out different metals. Disc, memory, jewelry. So you decide what's right for you. We're gonna do all mode, right? And you can see it's fully charged, which is great. Make sure it's charged before you actually start the unit. Let's see what happens if we hold down the mode button. Sensing depth, and then we can increase the sensing depth, see? Oh wow, so you can decide. I'd leave all that in there, just press the power button, turn it off. Looks like it's going off, but probably because the headphones are here. So then we'll move this out of the way. I don't think we're gonna be digging today. And then what you do is, if we can get it long enough, it's not long enough, so it looks like we're gonna have to retract it a little bit, right? But if we push this up like that, that allows us to slide this and adjust it according to our arm's length, and then that should free that. So you decide the distance, right? That will work out just right for you. For me, I'm not sure yet. But then if we flip it over, right? Now we can put it on here. Put it underneath here like that. It comes off really easily. And then voila, now it's on, but then we have to put this part right here Make sure that seeds in correctly, and we should be good to go. You might want to use the headphones, but for this video, this part, we're going to test out the unit and see how it works. See if we get lucky and find anything. Pull that out, and then turn it around. Make sure the holes line up and match. And now, see, there we go. Good to go. So here's the front end and all the way to the back end. Kind of neat, huh? Well, let's check it out. So basically you want to make sure these are tight so it doesn't move up and down. It stays locked in as needed. I have a little arm thingy here. See if we can put our arm in here and then lock on. We're locked on. Wow, kind of neat, huh? I guess this needs to be adjusted so we can move this thing here. You probably don't lock on. I guess if you're locked on, your hand will still come out. But we need that particular angle. I'm not really sure what angle it's supposed to be at, but if anybody knows, please do share. Maybe 45 degrees. Oh, nice. It works. I think it could be a little bit longer. Right? What do you think? It's at number 6. So we're just gonna probably put it at number 7, which is the last one. That should do the trick, and that's as long as it's gonna go. I'm 6'2", so ideally this should work out. Oh yeah, there we go. There, all right, so now we're just gonna turn it on. It's in all mode. Hold down the power button. It'll beep. Remember, I have AM because we really don't know what we're looking for. If you know specifically, if you're at a location where you know what kind of metals are going to be there, then do it at the up. Did you hear that? I'll go over here because who knows? People drop stuff in the field, right? Up. I got a zinc. Oh, there could be a ring here. Like if you get a beep, you can press the PP button, which is pinpoint mode, and then hopefully up. There's something there. Wow. Let's see, and I'll just wait. Hold on. Oh my God. Could this be? I pressed pinpoint again, but I want you guys to see. Hopefully, well, who knows? Maybe we got something. Oh wow. But what could it be? Somewhere here. We'll just stop pinpoint. Something there. But where could it? You need one of those like pencil thingies that they put in the ground. We could use the shovel and dig around, but we need to know exactly where. Let's pinpoint again. This is why you want to make sure the battery's charged, right? Well, you kind of get the idea. You can get lost in this, but let's see what's down there. Let's see what we can find. It says there's money here. Let's see how, oh, so if there's money here, then we should use the pinpoint, right? Let's see what's down there. There's this change here too. Apparently there's a lot of coins in here, but the grass is so dense and hard. So these are the different readings that we have here. As you can see. Oh, look, silver. Silver came up a second ago. Right about coin. Somewhere down there, there's a coin. Looks like there was something there. Let's see. We have it on pinpoint mode. Somewhere there. Oh, look. See, it tells you there's a gauge thingy right here. How close you are to it. Too far. To somewhere. So we're trying to pinpoint. No. Right about there. Well, we did tear up the ground a bit, so I guess you have to remember to put the ground back. Otherwise, you're going to leave the place really holy. We can just, I guess, that's probably why you need permission to go metal detecting, to make sure know before you go, because you go from this to this, but we came up empty-handed. It said it was here, but for some reason I just couldn't get that up. Maybe it's there. So we didn't have much luck here. We did get a baseball, not signed by anyone that we know. But you know, you can set the sensor and also the depth. It'll tell you how high or low something is when you do get a reading on something. So that's kind of cool. It's like, let's say we're gonna put it to the test. These are my keys right here. Hopefully, where'd they go? Now I really have to find them. All right, so we have a little sensor thing here and the depth. So hopefully we'll get lucky. Heard a beep, heard a beep. It comes up as junk, and then it comes up as zinc and kind of jewelry. Here, I'll let you guys have a peek. Just swing it back and forth, swing it, swing it, swing it. Oh, we got a beep. It comes up as zinc or metal in bottle caps. So now if we want to, but it does tell you it is kind of deep, but it's not. It's actually at surface level. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's do PMP, pinpoint. Pinpoint will tell you it's exactly on the surface. Okay, good. So do it again. Do it again. Remember, once you find the area, so once we're doing this, right? See, it's telling us something's in the area, and we get that beep, beep, beep. So then we press pinpoint, and then, so it would be the end of it. And as you can see, it's at the surface. If you look right here, see the depth? So we don't have to go that deep because they didn't fall too far into a ditch, but you kind of get the idea. And then, see? Voila, my keys. So we're gonna test it out in the yard. It's a little bit moister here, and our coins will be at ground level. We have a quarter, a dime, a penny, and a nickel. No, I'm not that good. Anyway, just want to set this up, see what a dime comes up as, somewhere in the grass, right? All right, let's see if we can capture it. As you can see, once I get a grasp of it, somewhere, oh nice. So when you swing back and forth, you get an idea of where it is, right? But it tells you that it's flashing as change, money. And if I put PP for a pinpoint, I should be able to, right about there. And it's right there at the surface. It tells you when you're on the money. X will mark the spot. So you can practice with it. So we know when it's right there on this particular metal detector that it's dead on. So then you would just put your finger right there. So in this particular case, see if I'm over it, nothing. For the top, the tip right here doesn't do anything. Nothing, we're not getting any, maybe slight, but nothing. So the reading is coming in right about there at this little, where my red thing for my sneaker is. So if we go a little bit more, see, if I'm there, dead on center, but at the tip, it's louder. So closest to the tip, see, closest to the tip, to some extent. It's like an art though, a craft that you have to work at, but that's me putting my 2 cents in. It's pretty good, I like it. It tells you how deep things are when you do the PP, pinpoint mode. As you saw, my keys were at surface level, and this thing right here, you know, it tells you what surface level is when there's one dash at the top, and it goes deeper and deeper. There is a lot of stuff here. The soil is hard like a rock. I could see it looking like groundhogs or whatever those creatures are that live in the hole. You can just have many holes everywhere. It's a little bit of a learning curve. You know, it does take some getting used to, some adjustments, and knowing your different metals and all the other knowledge that has to come with it. They say no before you go. Here it's fine, but maybe somewhere else it's not. But I kind of like it, and it fits right into the bag. Let's see how it fits into the bag. Right here. Oh. Make sure it's off, because now it's sensing the metal from here. We'll lock that on like that, and then fold this like this, turn it so that that folds in like that, because we're going to put it back in the bag. No disassembly required, except maybe with this part here, maybe. And then we'll unscrew this and push that in as low as we can go, and then unscrew this and then push that. Wow, it is going to fit in the bag. Push that in as low as that can go. That's really nice. And then this we can slide back a little bit, and looks like it'll fit. Let's see. So you do have to take this off right here, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then this fits into the bag like that, so it's okay in there. And it fits right in here. It's really lightweight, super compact, as you can see. My hands are free to carry other stuff if I need to, bring a chair for the kids, or whatever accessories that might be needed for the adventure / hobby. But as you can see, you'll have endless hours of fun searching, looking for the gold at the end of no rainbow. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Make sure you know before you go, this is okay here. The police were over there looking, didn't get into any trouble. But just because you see them doesn't mean that you're good to go. Some places have rules and regulations against metal detecting because they don't want you to tear the ground up like I did over there. Can you imagine all the holes that would be here? And I found nothing. But you kind of get the idea. Everything is at a little bit below surface, and at surface level we did get lucky, and find our keys so we can drive back home, and our shovel and other stuff. But again, additional tools would be needed so that you can pinpoint the accuracy of whatever it is that needs to be dug up. But at surface level you'll be fine. And at the beach, have fun with it, but you just need a little sifter so you can sift through the sand and hopefully find something even better than what we found today, which was actually our keys so we can get back home. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.